All right, so it's still raining outside. I went out and got some fresh air. I went and fixed a bowl of steamed vegetables. I refilled my thermos of water. And I think we're ready to kick back into gear. Now, while I was eating my steamed vegetables, I did make a few color changes on the homepage. So I hope you'll forgive me. It's not my intent to cheat you out of your 7 hours, but I fixed it to where the color is right again. And this is still a very, very rough look at what it's going to be, but the basic template is there, and so I will go back and edit it later. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and make sure this is saved, and then we're going to go back to our dashboard, and we're going to go to our pages and create our contact page. So contact page, very simple. We've already set this up. Edit it with Cornerstone. We're going to go in here and we're going to go to the page template. We're going to want a container with a header and footer. And we'll save. I'm going to drag me down here to the bottom again. That sounds kind of ominous, actually. Then we're going to go up here, just very basic contact page. We're going to put in a headline after we create our section. And it's going to say, contact us. And we'll make sure that that is aligned to the center. In fact, we'll make sure our section is aligned central. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our contact form. The cool thing about Cornerstone, guess what? Boom, contact form 7. Pop it right in there. It's got everything we need. And you say, oh no, what is this? We're going to need to pare it down. So really simple. We're just going to go to the row and we're going to make it a make it to where the column is central, but we need to change it so that the row is in the columns, if that makes any sense whatsoever. There we go. We need to get to the row tab. So we're going to go ahead and pull this guy down into row 2 now. And row 2 is going to have 3 separate columns. Perfect. See how cool that is? Boom. That is it, my friends. Again, I'm going to go ahead and change some padding on this. Make it a little nicer here. And we'll save it. I'm going to go ahead and preview that. Very nice. Very, very simple, very easy. If I wanted to, I can put other images with it, but for right now, just going to leave it completely as it is after I fix the spacing, because that's going to bug me if I don't. That'll work better. And that's that. So we're going to go back to the dashboard now. I'm not going to spend any more time on that. Just an easy contact page. And we're going to go back to our pages. And now we're going to do the terms of use and the privacy policy. And for that, this is, let's see here. We're going to go to the XMember Pro site. And we're going to copy the terms of use and the privacy policy from that, because this is a terms of use that I've used on most of my sites. It covers pretty much everything that I need for what my purposes are. If I can open up a Word document here, I'll be able to show you what I do here. I'm just going to copy and paste it. Today's date is what? The 14th. And then I'm just going to go to find and replace anything that says X-Member Pro. So find X-Member Pro. It's going to find all those for me. And that's exactly what I want to do, is I want to replace with Skyrocket Productivity. And make sure that's all spelled right. Replace all. All done. 98 replacements. Close that guy out. Now, I'm going to make sure there are a few places in here that use email. So, and again, I encourage you not to just copy and paste this, but to figure out what exactly you need for your business. But if you need to, get something up and running, this is a very good overview of what something that you could use as a template. I know there's a well, there was an email somewhere, so we'll go find at. There's no matches for at. How about a .com? Yep. Oh, I guess that's it. Maybe it's got to be in the privacy policy. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to select all. And copy it. Go back over into our site. This was our terms of use. And I'm just going to do a regular edit. No need to make it in Cornerstone. Paste it. It's going to retain all of the formatting and everything that I've got. And the template we want is full width, I believe. Yep. There are some people that love to read the full terms of use and the privacy policy, but I, for one, don't know how many people actually do. I know I usually don't. Is that bad of me? No, I think that's normal of me. Anyway, we're going to do the same thing with the privacy policy, and just going to go back here, get this privacy policy from X-Member Pro, and select all of this privacy policy. And, well, again, you can see that I'm not perfect at what I'm doing, but it's a work in progress. And so we're going to find, again, X-Member Pro. And we're going to replace all with Skyrocket Productivity again. 4 replacements. Then we're going to find, now I know that there was an email in here. Yes. So going to change that to info@skyrocketproductivity.com. And then I believe that's it. Okay, well, now look over that, make sure it's everything we need. Select all, copy back to our privacy policy, template, full width, paste it in there, boom, privacy policy, done. Preview these changes in a new tab. I'm going to close out of some tabs after that because it's getting kind of ridiculous at this point, but perfect. It's got everything that we need exactly the way we need it. So close out of these tabs. Got our contact us page. There's our home page. So we are now going to go into the login page. So we go to all pages, and the difference between the training that I've given you and what we're doing here is the login page is going to be done through MemberPress. You don't have to install Theme My Login. In fact, it'll conflict with your MemberPress. So if you're using MemberPress, that's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to use this login page. And so we're going to go to Edit. Same thing with this one, full width. And then I've got a code here that I use for my pages, and that is available in the members area where it talks about the login pages under the second module, setup pages. And I'm just going to paste that in here in the text editor. That way we've got that. And the sign up page, we're going to have to go back in and change that later. But essentially, we're going to click Update. And then we will preview changes. Well, no, we won't. We'll have to view it in a new window that we're not logged in. There we go. So not quite a fan of that. Let's try and see how this looks. And definitely going to click this, manually place the login form on the page. This code allows you to then have, as you can see, the call to action for the people that aren't members to sign up today. So now they can log in, username, password, remember me. Everything is all set up and ready to go. All right, that's your login page. Like I said, we'll go back in the finishing touches and put in where we want that to go. It'll probably be the registration page for the Skyrocket Your Productivity training. So we're going to go back to all pages. And we're going to still need to do our About page. And I believe that is it for the setting up of all of those pages. But before we move on, we're going to go ahead and create our menus. So we're going to create our primary menu that's going to go across the top. And we're going to create a new menu. We're going to call it the footer menu. And so let's start with the primary menu. And for the primary menu, we're going to include the About page, the blog page, the contact page, and the login page, and the members page. Usually I always use members first, followed by the About, followed by blog, then contact, then your login page. Save that. And then I'm going to go to the footer menu. And I'm going to add pretty much the same things. I'm also going to add a link to the home page, as well as your privacy policy and your terms of use. And you'll see here, we'll just reorganize this. Save it. And then we're going to make sure that's on the footer menu. We'll go to primary, and we'll add that to the primary menu. Okie dokie. So let's see what she looks like. All right, now you can see we've got our nice links across the top here. And when we scroll down, we've got our links in the footer, everything that we need. All right, now that we've got that done, you can see that it's coming together. We're going to go ahead and create our members area. So to do that, we're going to go to our pages and members. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the members area page. As you see, if you go, we'll go to back to our X-Member Pro site and our members area and our design your members area. One of the first things we do is we create the members home, which is the dashboard that has all of your links to your content on here at a glance, so that they can scroll right through, pick the one they want, and move on from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create that now. And one of the things that I need to do is add a section. For this, I just use block grid. And then there's going to be an image here, followed by a link underneath it. So I go to the visual editor here. I just want to see how big that image is going to be. When it's put in there, it's going to automatically put it to the block grid's height. So I'm just going to print the screen here, and then I'm going to create a new image, paste, and I want all of my images for the dashboard are going to be this size specifically. And I'll make it a little smaller. Perfect. So don't need that guy anymore. But for this, I am going to create, as you can see in the X-Member Pro, each one has a different image that goes along with it, plus the link. So how I'm going to do that is, you remember we got our rocket icon from flaticon.com. We'll get back there. So we'll go back to flaticon.com. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick icons out of here that go with what we're creating. So the first thing I'm going to need is a getting started page, I believe. That's what we start out with. That's going to be the page that basically walks your users through every single thing that you've got. And so for this one, we're going to make a Facebook group. We're going to do, we'll do the productivity training. We'll also do the morning wake-up routine. There'll be webinars. We'll do a podcast and support. So to do that, we're going to create this first. We're going to go into here, and we need a cool fave icon. So many windows. Does anybody else have that issue? You click through and you got 50 windows open, and it's insane. So we need something for getting started. I don't know. Let's see, maybe start. That's kind of a good one. A play button, power button, a gun. That's good. There you go. You're carrying the torch. That's kind of that's good. Well, as far as getting started here, let's just go real simple. Let's go real simple, and we'll go with the play. So we're going to go PNG. We're going to make it white, and we'll go 64 pixels. and we're gonna need to log in first. Better. White. 64. And so it has downloaded. We're going to open that with Adobe Photoshop. We'll go back to this, and for the color, we'll start out with a red. It's very vibrant. I don't know how that's going to look. But you know what? We're going to try it anyway. Oh, that looks like YouTube. Hurt. And I'm not really a graphics designer. I'm not really a web designer. I'm more of a developer and an entrepreneur. So you're going to find out very quickly that things don't always look as beautiful with what I've got, but I'm more about getting the results. And if you're more talented than I am, my hat is off to you. So we're going to call this Getting Started. JPEG. Save it. Boom. Now we're going to go back and into Cornerstone, and we're going to add our media, upload files, go back to our desktop, Getting Started. Then for our link to, we're going to want to do a custom URL, and that's going to be the Getting Started page, which we haven't created yet. Getting a little ahead of myself, but sometimes this is how I work. I just go with wherever I am inspired to go, and we're going to do full size. That's what we're going to link to, insert it into the post. And you'll see, boom, Getting Started. I usually put underneath it, in case their images don't load for some reason, the another link to it. You know, let's just pop this guy out, because, well, we need to center this. And we'll add our link to Getting Started. Skyrocket productivity.com/getting started. And this, let's just center it all, just for fun. And close out of that. Save. Perfect. Then the first thing, if we go back to here, is going to be align with your purpose. So I'm going to come here and go back, and for our color, I'm just going to go down we'll go up. And for this, let's just do a Boy, I do apologize if you're getting seasick from from watching this. Let's get a target in here. It's good with the aligning your purpose is a good target. PNG file in the in that realm. Open that guy up. Open him with Photoshop. Pull him on in. You can see I'm just going to do this for all of the. You know what? We're going to make that bigger. Let's go back. Let's get the 128 pixel one. That's better. We could have always scaled. It is I believe they're vectors, but we're going to open with Adobe Photoshop, and then we're going to pull them in. Much better. So now we know we need 128. So it's going to be aligned with your purpose. I'm not going to put a thing on there. This is going to be purpose. And that was JPEG, right? Yep. And come back here. Visual, media. Well, did he save or did he not save? I don't know where he went. Align purpose. We'll try that again. There it is. Perfect. Make sure it's centered. Perfect. And I'm wondering what caused that. Perhaps it is that it needs to be down one. Yes. Perfect. So now you can see this is what our membership dashboard is going to be. Of course, this sidebar is going to change here very soon to reflect the menu for the members area. But what I do then is for the section or for the block grid element, I just duplicate it out, and then I can see what it's going to look like once we've got all of our pages in there. We'll save that and we'll view that. And so you can see they're going to be able to go at a glance. They'll be able to click on the side, but if they want to figure, go in and they're going to be able to do it right from this page. So the other cool thing about it is if they're using it on mobile, they're going to be able to see the links just like this. They'll be able to go down through. Everything will be right there. They can click on it. Makes it super easy for mobile with the open down. That's one cool thing about Xtheme. Responsive. It makes it very easy, very simple to do. Okay, so for what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the dashboard and I'm going to create those pages one at a time, just the templates for them. And I'm going to make sure that the parent page is the members page. This helps you just keep everything in order. And we're going to go with getting started. And I'll have to go back and change that in the other one, but you know, align your purpose. And so on and so forth. This is a great time now to make sure that we're picking the right sidebar. So let's create our sidebar. So here we'll go to Appearance, Sidebars. We're going to go to Add a Sidebar. We're going to call it Members. Very, very simple. Then we're going to go to our menus. We're going to create a new menu. We're going to call it Members. And then we're going to view all. We're going to want the members page. And then we're going to go with this. Also our getting started. We'll go underneath members. And then, yep, align with your purpose, and so on and so forth. Save that menu. Another thing I like to do, just go back and look at my members area and what you can do. We're going to need the webinars page, podcast page, Facebook group, contact, membership account under the more membership menu. And so we're going to create a new menu. Call it More. And we will add the, just for now, the account page and the contact page. This can change later. We're just getting the sidebar in there so that as we go, we'll know what sidebar that we're going to use. So now we're going to go to widgets after we save this. And it's going to show us the main sidebar. And if I pull myself out over here, we've got our members sidebar over here. And this is what we're going to add in some custom menus to. So we're going to add our first custom menu and our second custom menu. We're going to title this one Members. Select the Members menu. And we're going to title this one More. And select the More menu. Easy, easy, save. Now we're going to go back to Pages. And for instance, we're going to go to our, let's go to just a Getting Started page really quick. I'll put me back over here. And we're going to go to over here on our sidebar. We're going to make sure to click the Members sidebar. We're going to update it. And now, no matter what changes we make to the menu, it's automatically going to make the changes to the sidebar. So this will eventually have all of our links and everything that we need to go down the side here. But for now, it's got what we're starting with. And actually, I'm going to add the rest of those pages. But before I do that, I'm going to take another break. How are we doing with time? Oh, good. Not even in 2 hours yet. So I'll take a 5-minute break and I'll be right back.